In this video, I'm going to show you how to make CERB payments to the government by using your online banking website. For this example, I'm going to use my TD bank account, but the process is very similar no matter which bank you use online. I'm going to take you from start to finish, but if you want to know about any one particular section, this video has chapters to make it easy for you to navigate. So if you scroll your mouse over the playhead, you can see all the chapters. If you want to skip ahead to any particular section, just click on it. There's two stages when it comes to repaying your CERB. Stage 1 is they will send you an email. This email is to let you know that, according to them, you owe them and need to repay some of your CERB. You can wait for the letter or, if you want, call the 1-800 number provided in the email for more information. But you may not have all the information you need until the letter arrives. Do not reply to their email. They don't accept email replies. Your only option is calling the 1-800 number provided in the email. If you are worried this is spam, just go to the Government of Canada's website and call the CRA from the phone number on the website. The next thing that will happen is, after a week or a few weeks, you should receive a letter titled Notice of Debt. I have areas blacked out in this example so you don't see any of my personal information. Now, the important areas to keep in mind are your client ID, the amount that you owe, and the information below, which includes the phone numbers you need to call and a mailing address. The first thing you want to do is look at your total balance. When you look at the total, figure out if you can pay it all at once or if you need to make payment arrangements, which the Government of Canada allows. You then want to look at your client ID. This is your 9-digit social insurance number with 2 letters at the end. This will be important later because you need to add it as part of your online bill payments. Down below are very important phone numbers to call. Everybody's phone number is going to be different depending on where they live. I live in Mississauga, Ontario, so these are phone numbers that work for people that live in the Mississauga area. So the first thing I'm going to do is call this 1-800 number for additional information. It's vital that you call the first number for more information instead of just accepting the amount they say you owe. Once you call them for more information, you could find out you owe them less than they said after they review your financial history during the time CERB payments were made. So calling this number may save you hundreds or thousands of dollars. In my case, I just found out that they were correct and I owed them a certain amount of money. The next phone number is used for those who want to start making payment arrangements. You need to call this number if you want to arrange a repayment system. You cannot just start sending money into the government monthly. You need to call them so you can guarantee a minimum amount of repayment funds every month both you and they agree on. If you can pay it back all in one go, then it's still good to give them a call. And the last one is if you want to send your payments by mail. That would be by using a check and is probably the least effective way to do it, but it is an option. Today, though, we're going to cover using your online banking to repay what you owe CERB on a monthly basis. The bank I will be using will be my TD bank account in this example. The first thing you want to do is log in to your TD bank account. Just fill in your username and password. Once you're logged in on the main page, you want to add them as a bill payee. So go over to the middle left-hand corner of your screen and left-click on Pay Bills. Once you're in the bill payment section of your online banking account, you will see the Add Payee button. Just click on that. This is where you're going to add them as a payee in order to start making payments. Now you need to search for their name, and all you have to do is click in the empty box and then start typing employment, and you'll see the correct one, which is Employment and Social Development Canada. Now it's going to ask you for your account number. Your account number is your client ID. That was in your debt notice letter that they sent you. Generally, the ID is your social insurance number and 2 letters at the end, but recheck the notice of debt letter to make sure. Just fill in that ID in the box provided and make sure there are no spaces. It should just be the 9-digit social insurance number and 2 letters afterwards, but the entire thing should have no spaces. Over on the right side, you have the option to give this a payee name. I'm going to add one that makes sense. After you've filled it all out, just click on Next. It will then ask if you agree to all the information you filled out. I do, so I'm just going to left-click on Finish. You will then see the bill payee show up on the list of others you may have. If you have no others, then this is the first bill payee you've added to your bank account, and that's fine too. You can see I already made a payment of $50 to CERB. Today, as an example, I'll just send them another $25. So I'm just going to checkmark that bill payee by left-clicking, and then I'm going to left-click on Pay Selected Payees. Now, in here you see that it's going to say which account you're going to be pulling it from. If you have more than one account, make sure you're choosing the correct one. You can choose two ways of paying CERB monthly, manually or recurring. If you do it manually, it means you'll go into your bank account every month on a date that is agreed upon and send them money. Recurring means you will set up a payment so that every month the money automatically leaves your account and goes towards paying off your CERB. If it's recurring, make sure you fill everything out accurately. How many times in a month you would like the money to be recurring, and make sure you put an end date. So you'll have to calculate how much money you're paying them monthly and figure out what month in what year you will be finished paying them and have that as your end date. It's a really good thing to do, but make sure you put in the end date because if you don't, you could be paying them after the time that you finished owing them. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you just a one-time payment. So I'm just going to put in $25 and left-click on Next. And now it's going to ask me, do I confirm this? And yes, I do. So all you have to do for this section to finish processing is left-click on the button Finish. Once that's done, you'll have a confirmation section. Take note of the confirmation number. I have mine blurred out, of course, but you may want to write your confirmation number down for your own records. Afterwards, just make sure you log out, and that's all there is to it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe so I can keep making more for you.